Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. This is the real Pittsburgh Steelers fan coming to you in my very first YouTuber video. What the real Pittsburgh Steelers fan is, you're looking at him. I'm a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I know what a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan is and what they act like and what they look like too. So you'll learn more about that as we move through all these videos. I've been a Pittsburgh Steelers fan all my life. I think and breathe and eat Steelers football 24/7, 365. I wake up in the morning thinking about injury reports and draft picks. I wake up in the morning thinking about who the next game is. I wake up in the morning going, I wish I could see Chuck Noll this morning. I really do. These are a lot of things that happen in my life as a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I can tell you the truth. I've been a Steelers fan forever. And I'm going to prove to you with some of my pictures that I pulled out from the closet that I am a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I always have been a Steelers fan. So right now I'm going to show you a few of those pictures just to prove to you that I'm a real Pittsburgh fan. Okay, so here's my very first picture. This is me as a baby, of course. I was a couple, 3 months old there. Well, look at me. I'm a little Steelers fan at that time. Go to real Steelers fan. That's what I did. That's what my parents used to do to me. I'm sure that's why I'm a Steelers fan today. My next picture is here was when we went to the beach. And you can see a little bit, I'm starting to support a little bit of belly right there. So there's a Steelers family at the beach. I don't care. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll at the beach, fight a shark or whatever it might be down there. Because the real Steelers fans aren't afraid of anything. The next picture is me when I was going to the prom. And of course I got the blue powder puff tuxedo on. This was way before the Carolina Panthers. So don't start thinking I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. This was way before that. When the little powder puff blue. This is what they had at the store. This is the cheapest one they had, so I grabbed it. Next picture is me sitting by my friend's car. I don't have a license, and I never did have a license. The people at the DMV tell me that I have an anger management problem, so they won't give me a license. And I say to them, I said, you have the anger management problem. I don't have the anger management problem. You do. So anyway, they called the cops and walked me out of there, and still a fan doesn't give up, so I got into a scuffle with them outside, and well, anyway, I have a record about that. But anyway, so I thought maybe I do. Maybe I do have an anger management problem. Maybe it's because it's a Steelers and I'm so intense and I'm like Jack Lambert, always ready to tackle something. Anyway, so I started to take yoga to maybe make myself feel a little better. And here I am taking my first yoga class. Still have the belly. I'm working on that. Don't worry about it. But anyway, that just kind of proves to you that I'm the real Pittsburgh Steelers fan in many different ways. And you'll learn a lot more as we keep moving forward. So what you really need to know about these videos on the YouTuber channel, my own YouTuber channel, is that number one, it's going to be safe for the whole family. I'm not going to do a lot of cussing. I probably won't do any cussing because I want the kids to be jaded by it. But I want children and families and everybody to watch this real Steelers fan YouTuber channel. What I typically do, and you'll find out that we'll do a summary of the past game, and then we'll do a preview of the upcoming game. I won't do anything for the preseason because there are a whole bunch of scrimmages anyway. I don't like them, but they got to do them to get everybody ready for the game and stuff. They're just a bunch of scrimmages, people bumping into each other. You know, Ben's not even playing. I don't even think I've seen him throw one ball yet this year. So anyway, we'll stay away from the preseason, and we'll start rolling with the very first game of the season. And that's what we'll do. Another great section that you're going to get from the Real Pittsburgh Steelers Fan YouTuber channel is that I will show you examples every week of real Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and I'll show you examples of not real Pittsburgh Steelers fans. This will give you a lot better understanding of who a Pittsburgh Steelers fan really is and who's not a Steelers fan. The Steelers fans are different. They're superior, they're elite to everybody else. Let me show you an example, what I think was a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan. This guy's falling out of an airplane from 25,000 feet. Hold it right there for a second. He jumps out of an airplane at 25,000 feet with no parachute. To me, I'm thinking to myself, this is a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan with all kinds of courage and meanness and toughness. He jumped out of there knowing he didn't have a parachute. It was a big stunt. So they say he's falling out of the airplane at 150 miles an hour. And I said, no way. If he's a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan, he'd be going about 200 or 300 miles an hour because Steelers fans are always going to push the bounds. They're always going to take it to the next level. So let's see what happens. So I'm yelling, here we go, Steelers fan, here we go, Steelers fan, here we go. And I'm watching him, I'm like, what's that thing on the ground? I have no idea what that is. I'm like, what's he going to do? He's a Steelers fan. He turns around and he falls into a net. And I said to myself, oh no, I don't know if he's a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan or not. Because you know, a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan would not need a net. They would hit the ground, bounce 200 or 300 times, get up and brush themselves off, and then walk home. Yes, I said walk home. So that's what a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan would do. The jury's still out on this guy. Anyway, that's what kind of stuff you're going to see. Okay, so you saw an example of what a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan would look like. Like I said, I'm not sure. The jury's still out in my mind. I don't know why he'd need a net. Anyway, here's an example of what a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan is not. Now, I know these are kids in the pool. Well, what's this guy right here? For sure, this guy's not a Steelers fan. He's got the little baby floaties on, and a Steelers fan wouldn't need that. I remember when I was thrown into the water when I was 6 months old. I was thrown right into the ocean, and I swam back to the boat on my own. I did. This guy's not a Steelers fan. Now, let's take a look at this diving apparatus this guy's using on his diving board. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's not a Steelers fan. A Steelers fan would have hit the diving board, jumped up so high, and probably would have went outside the pool and landed in the grass. That's what a Steelers fan would typically do, not slip off of that. So there's an example what's not a Steelers fan. And remember, I'm your friend. I'm a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I hope you join me from here and through on out this season. And maybe even beyond, we'll do some holiday things from time to time. But I just want to let you know, Steelers fans have to unite. Real Pittsburgh Steelers fans have to come together for this season. It's going to be a big season. I think we're going to have really big opportunities. But if you're not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, a real one, I'm going to call you out as well. Because remember, it's not still a nation anymore. It's still a universe. So anyway, one more thing I got to say. Just remember this. You're never too old to go black and gold. Steelers fan out.